territory is seeing the results of trade talks with the Dominican Republic. The price of eggs has now been significantly reduced, at least at one major supermarket. Right Where Food Markets has launched its Oh So Good eggs, which is now half the price of previous eggs, following the trade talks between the Virgin Islands and Dominican Republic governments and the supermarket. General Manager at Right Way, Neil Hayes, is excited about the launch of the initiative. Hayes said customers would see great savings from the Oh So Good products.
Very special day for us. We're celebrating the fact that we've halved the price of eggs through some great supply work, finding some eggs from a new egg supplier in the Dominican Republic. And I really wanted to celebrate this with the Honourable Premier and thank him for encouraging us and pushing us. Some months ago, you will recall that he was talking about how we could really reduce our reliance upon supply from the US, especially in the face of the Trump tariffs and everything that was going with it, and really pushed us to seek new supply in the Dominican Republic, which we've now done successfully. And we're just here to celebrate that today. Very excited that we're lowering the price of eggs for consumers after what's been a very difficult 18 months with egg pricing being so high. So that's what we're here to do today, and we're very excited to show you the new egg range. Okay, so we just launched the eggs literally this week, so right at the very start, but the initial feedback from customers has been amazing. You know, I was shopping on the weekend and I saw people stopping in the aisle and saying, oh, I can buy eggs again, you know, because the price has literally been halved. And I think, truthfully, the price of eggs got so high with what's been going on in the States that it meant that a lot of people just weren't buying eggs anymore, and that dropped out of their diet. So getting the eggs back to a sensible price, and we're going to work hard on making that even better, really helps us, really helps those consumers. So it's been really good. And then the other news story here, I think, is the brand. So we, try not to drop these. We have a brand called Oh So Good, which we launched in partnership with Costuless, which is our sister company. And this brand Oh So Good is specifically product made for Right Way. So part of the way we're trying to save consumers money is by doing private label, which means that we go to growers or producers and we get them to make products to our specification, which helps us lower the price rather than necessarily rely on big American brands.
Premier Dr. Natalia Wheatley said it is important the public is able to get basic food items at the supermarket at reasonable prices.
As a government, we decided to conduct a trade mission to the Dominican Republic because, of course, as Neil said, we had the situation of the tariffs, which really spurred us to think about ways in which we can lower the price of goods for consumers. And I think eggs is so symbolic of what's happening, because the price of eggs became unaffordable for the average resident. There was an outcry. And here you have Rotown Wholesale, which was one of the companies which accompanied us to the Dominican Republic. We're able to see that the Dominican Republic had products at a lower, more affordable price. They're fresher, hormone-free, and of course it increases intra-Caribbean trade, which is great for the BVI, it's great for the Dominican Republic. It is a win-win. And I think that, this demonstrates Rotown Wholesale's commitment to making prices more affordable for our Virgin Islands families, which as a government and as a partner in terms of economy that's affordable for the residents, we're very much appreciative to Rotown Wholesale. And we see this as really a beginning. It's a great example that we hope that other supermarkets, and I'm pretty sure other supermarkets and other suppliers are exploring ways in which they can get product from the Dominican Republic or product from another Caribbean island or Latin American country to make things easier on the consumers here. And again, it's just a beginning, because government as well wants to see what we can do, besides just conducting trade missions and sensitizing persons to what is possible, what we can do to help consumers have an easier time